Let's explore what's the difference between sales and negotiation. Most often, again, there lies the confusion. Because there's a thin line difference between sales process and the negotiation process. There's a thin line. And actually, it's a continuum most times. The sales process, if you try to understand, is more activities that are devoted to uncovering the needs, positioning your solution, and it's really about communicating your clear and compelling value proposition, and somehow you're trying to ask at the end of the sales process, after discussing the products, the buy-in, would you be able to consider getting our services or products? You understand? That's the sales process. Now, depending on the situation, they may continue to the other side, the negotiation process. There, you now talk about credit terms. You now talk about what do we offer as an extra. The customer might ask from you additional terms, additional services. That's where negotiation lies. And at the end of the day, your objective is to have a mutually beneficial agreement that will keep your customer for a long term. Of course, you're gonna have to work hard on doing that. Here's the first example of a negotiation principle. We call it the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. In short, ang tawag dyan is BATNA. Alright? So, specific example. We in Cycle House, we tried to, we were exploring, we're talking to, with a specific manufacturer of importing 2 million worth of bikes exclusive to us. So I was talking to my marketing. I told him, what if they won't allow us? What if they don't want to have that exclusivity? So here's the first principle. Before you go into a negotiation table or situation, this is a real case, by the way. Before we talk to the owners of that manufacturer, we already have two options in mind. So somehow, we know if we can continue with the deal or we can walk out of the deal. The first option, just in case they don't provide us that 2 million worth of exclusive bikes, the first option is just market a wide range of bikes. Option 1. Option 2, heavily market our own brand. So later on, I'll tell you the importance of that. Now, if you are a seller, in terms of applying this principle, BATNA, here's a specific example again. I was actually the customer here, and in this case, an agency was trying to sell 25 million worth of services. I was working in corporate, so they were trying to provide events and promotion collaterals. Now, again, in the position of the seller, if they don't get the deal with me, their options are, number 1, offer other services just in case they don't like the specific project. Number 2, pursue other high potential big ticket customers. Meaning, what is BATNA? BATNA involves knowing what you will or won't do if an agreement isn't reached. It's very important to do that planning. Because at the end of the day, when you negotiate, you don't have full control over the other party. And the most that you can do is to have less to lose. All right? So you're more relaxed if you know you have a game plan, just in case the negotiation will fall apart. Number 2, it will help you gauge when to walk away and when a deal makes sense. Because somehow you're weighing the pros and cons because you have other options. All right? That's the first negotiation principle. We actually have 3 more, but we only have 30 minutes to discuss all of them, right? We cannot discuss all of them. So again, the first principle of negotiation is BATNA, best alternative to a negotiated agreement, which Uri and Fisher came up with. All right? So try to now apply or think about how will you apply that in your business. Actually, most of the time, we are doing that, but we are just unaware that we're doing that. But if you will come up with a stronger BATNA, believe me, you will have better success in terms of getting what you want.